Personalities, fanaticism towards or against a particular personality, turning away from knowledge and memorizing the Quran and becoming known for saying, this person is an innovator, this person is misguided, this person has such and such an issue, this one has this and that, and this one praises the people of innovation, and this one says such and such. 1. 13 votes. The PDF. Worshipping personalities. Questioner. I want you to give some advice to some of the brothers, students of knowledge in Kuwait. The current situation will not be hidden from the Sheikh concerning the fitna which is ongoing one after the other with the youth of the awakening, from which is the fitna of the brothers in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia concerning the brother Safar and Salman and so on, and those who support what they are on in some issues which they speak about. This issue has reached us in our area in Kuwait, and then, Yani, each group is rejoicing in its belief. Mu'minun 23:53. Al-Albani. Allahu Akbar. Questioner. And each person claims the love of Layla, i.e., each person claims that he is right. Al-Albani. Yes, by Allah. Questioner. Every one of them says, I am on the straight path. Al-Albani. Yes. Questioner. I am the one bearing the banner of Salafiyya, and I am defending it. Now something has come between the brothers who are, insha'Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, on the Salafi way because of these issues, and there is nothing for us except this issue, i.e., it has become the only thing that concerns them. We have left seeking knowledge. Al-Albani. Yes, by Allah. Questioner. We have left memorizing the Book of Allah the Blessed and Most High. We have left many things and instead speak about this issue, such that many of our brothers, the youth, have no concern except this issue, speaking about this person's honor or that. And they have made this the vehicle for what? The vehicle for the Salafi dua and for defending the Sunnah, speaking by dishonoring so and so, and so and so, and so and so, and so and so, Fulan and Fulan and Fulan and Fulan. Then the issue resulted in defaming Tajri, the people themselves, and not the mistakes they have. So now the youth, our youth who are at their prime, when someone comes, and I'll give you one example, what we know about the Muslim Brotherhood, when a youth starts practicing Allah's religion, taking up this way, they warn him against what? Against the Salafis. Al-Albani. Yes. Questioner. So now as soon as this youth comes to practice, the first thing they warn him against is the tape of so and so, and the cassette of so and so, and so and so. This is the most important thing now, and this is what many of the youth talk about now until they have become identified with and known for saying things like, this person is an innovator, this person is misguided, this person has such and such an issue. Al-Albani. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Questioner. This one has this and that, and this one praises the people of innovation, and this one says such and such, and if you were to say to this person that this person who you're talking about. I was asked one time, a person came to me and said, what do you say about Sheikh Saeed Qutb? I said, Yaa Aki, I love him for the sake of Allah, he's a Muslim, and I hate the mistakes that he has. I love him as a Muslim, the general love a Muslim has for another, and I hate the mistakes that he has. Al-Albani. Tamam, i.e., perfect, right, fine. Questioner. So they started saying, this person is praising the people of innovation. And he's saying that they have this and that. These people should be warned against. Here the proof is available. Sheikh, your advice for these youth, may Allah bless you. Al-Albani. By Allah, Yaa Aki, my opinion is not to apply oneself to turn to these people who are being praised or criticized today. And in reality, on many nights questions come to me from Kuwait, the Emirates and elsewhere, saying, what is your opinion about so and so? From which it is obvious that he, i.e., the questioner, is either for that person he is asking about or against him. So I repel him from such a question and say to him, ask, Yaa Aki, about that which will benefit you concerning those things connected to rectifying your Aqidah, your worship, improving your manners. Don't ask about Zayd, Bakr and Amr, i.e., Tom, Dick and Harry, because this question adds fire to fire. The person asking might be with these people and against those, or with those and against these, so if you, i.e., I praise this one, you will have slandered that one, or if you praise that one, you will have slandered this one, and so this, as we said, just increases the fire's intensity. For this reason, I advise the youth with a concise statement which, in fact, reminds me of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq's statement when the Prophet passed away. He, i.e., the Prophet, is the one personality whose love all of the Muslims are united upon. Whoever turns away from this love will have disbelieved, in contrast to their difference in their love for many of the companions and their slander of some of them. In most cases this will be regarded as fisk and not disbelief. So, what I want to say is that even though the Prophet is the chief of mankind, and every Muslim's beloved, when Umar stood up fervently against the one who reported the news that the Prophet had passed away, you know the story, Abu Bakr as Siddiq proceeded to say, whoever used to worship Muhammad, then Muhammad has died, and whoever used to worship Allah, then Allah is living, eternal, and does not die. So I do not hold that each one of these factions should be partisan to so and so against so and so or vice versa. Rather I advocate the statement of the Lord of the worlds, and be with the truthful. Taba 9. 119. So these youth you pointed out in the question are most deserving of listening to this statement. It is upon these people who get all worked up to correct their aqidah, their worship, their behavior, and not to become bigoted for one of these individuals or against him. Because such fanaticism, firstly, is just like worshipping people personalities, the type of worship which Abu Bakr as Siddiq warned against in his previous statement, whoever used to worship Muhammad, then Muhammad has died, and whoever used to worship Allah, then Allah is living and does not die. So becoming enthused towards these people is to become enthused over those who are not infallible, and the issue is as Imam Malik, the Imam of the place of migration, said, there is none from us except that he rejects and is rejected, except for the companion of this grave, and he pointed to the Prophet's grave. So any person who becomes fanatical for another, whether that person be a scholar or a caller, then he will find mistakes in him, and any person who becomes fanatical against another will soon find that he, i.e., the person he is against, will have something correct and will soon find some good in him. Click here for the second post. Loading. Related. Al-Albani destroys, if you're not with us, you're against us. January 27, 2012. Worshipping personalities, fanaticism towards or against a particular personality, turning away from knowledge and memorizing the Quran and becoming known for saying, this person is an innovator, this person is misguided, this person has such and such an issue, this one has this and that, and this one praises the people of innovation, and this one says such and such, and April 15, 2012, the Sheikh praises Allah for saving him from fanaticism for a madhab. June 18, 2012, April 13, 2012, 2 replies, previous, next. Leave a comment, Abu Ibrahim on April 14, 2012 at 6:50 p.m. Assalamu alaikum Aki, Barakallahu fika for your efforts in the dawah, may Allah make them sincere for him alone. Do you have the reference for this so I can go back to the tape, insha'Allah? Your brother, Abu Ibrahim. Like, reply, the Albani blog on April 14, 2012 at 7:02 p.m. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Taken from Silsilatul Huda wan Noor, tape number 799. The article is not yet finished, about 2 more parts to go. Like, reply, can't find what you're looking for. Archives. Archives. Select month June 2024, 7. May 2024, 6 April 2024, 1 November 2023, 3. June 2023, 4 October 2022, 6 September 2022, 6. August 2022, 9 July 2022, 7 December 2021, 2. July 2021, 2 August 2020, 1 July 2020, 1. June 2020, 3 May 2020, 5 April 2020, 10. March 2020, 2 November 2019, 2 June 2019, 2. April 2019, 1 February 2019, 1 May 2018, 2. April 2018, 5 March 2018, 1 June 2017, 2. May 2017, 8 March 2017, 1 September 2016, 2. June 2016, 1 March 2016, 1 February 2016, 1. January 2016, 4 December 2015, 1 November 2015, 1. October 2015, 1 September 2015, 5 August 2015, 1. July 2015, 11 June 2015, 3 May 2015, 1 April 2015, 4. March 2015, 1 February 2015, 5 January 2015, 19. December 2014, 9 September 2014, 3 August 2014, 53. July 2014, 12 June 2014, 5 May 2014, 12. April 2014, 3 March 2014, 1 February 2014, 7. January 2014, 4 December 2013, 5 November 2013, 2. October 2013, 14, September 2013, 5, July 2013, 5. June 2013, 3, May 2013, 2, April 2013, 3, March 2013, 6. February 2013, 2, January 2013, 8, December 2012, 6. November 2012, 1, September 2012, 3, August 2012, 13. July 2012, 5, June 2012, 8, May 2012, 19, April 2012, 48. March 2012, 10, February 2012, 15, January 2012, 16. December 2011, 21, November 2011, 24, October 2011, 8. September 2011, 23, August 2011, 26, July 2011, 23. June 2011, 30, May 2011, 26, April 2011, 22. March 2011, 39, February 2011, 28. Categories. Affairs of Creed Akida, 101. Jinn, 11. On Iman and Issues of Takfir, 6. Taking Graves as Mosques, 3. Where is Allah, 18. Announcements, 9. Salatut Tasbih, 8. Coronavirus, 1. Family, 1. Fiqh, 111. Fasting, 25. Funerals, 2. Ghusl, 1. Hajj, 1. Jumu'ah, 1. Marriage, 5. Menstruation, 1. Salam, 1. Tayammum, 2. The Adhan, 8. The Beard, 4. The Mosque, 3. The Prayer, 57. The Prostrations of Forgetfulness, Sujud as-Sakau, 2. The Quran, 1. Wudu, 4. General, 22. Hajj and Eid, 4. Homosexuality, 2. Innovations, 32. Manners, 2. Methodology, 155. Boycotting another Muslim, 19. Establishing the Proof, 4. On Harshness, 17. Praying behind the People of Innovation, 12. Music, 1. Nazbul Majanik, The Story of the Cranes, 2. Neighbors, 1. On Movies, 1. Palestine, 2. PDFs, 19. Questions and Answers, 50. Repentance, 1. Revive a Sunnah, 5. Sayings of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, 78. Authentic Supplications, 9. Inauthentic Hadith, 5. Silsila, the Authentic Collection, 50. Sects and Groups, 20. Hizb ut-Tahrir, 11. The Asharis, 1. The Tablighi Jama'ah, 1. Tawheed, 3. The Criterion for the Excuse of Ignorance, 1. The Hereafter, 4. Signs of the Hour, 3. The Prophet, 1. The Quran, 2. The Sheikh's Biography, 139. Conversation with the Sheikh's Wife, 7. Letters exchanged between Al-Albani and Ibn Baz, 2. Lighthearted Stuff, 1. Miscellaneous Snippets from the Sheikh's Life, 66. Sheikh Al-Albani's Life Questions and Answers, 15. The Scholar's Praise of Al-Albani, 25. The Sheikh's Handwriting, 1. The Sheikh's Life in His Own Words, 21. The Unseen, 2. Magic, 2. Topic Requests, 1. Uncategorized, 37. Women Related, 6. YouTube Videos, 62. Top Posts and Pages. The Sheikh interprets a prophetic hadith to mean cars. Dreams people saw about Sheikh Al-Albani. When the devils wanted to burn the Prophet and the dua that Jibreel taught him for protection against them and the dua the Prophet taught Khalid ibn al-Walid when he complained of feeling some fear at night. Books. Al-Albani on Ahmed Didat. A rooster whose neck is under the throne of Allah. Did al-Ghazali come back to the manhaj of the Salaf? On giving the adhan in the ear of a newborn child. Pictures. The ruling on cursing women who display themselves and don't cover properly. Mutabarajat. View full site. Comment. Subscribe. Worshipping personalities. Fanaticism towards or against a particular personality, turning away from knowledge and memorizing the Quran and becoming known for saying, this person is an innovator, this person is misguided, this person has such and such an issue, this one has this and that, and this one praises the people of innovation, and this one says such and such, too. 1 vote. Continuing from the first post. For this reason, before everything we advise these people who have differed and who were the cause of the youth around them splitting into 2 factions or more. We advise these people who are at odds with each other in some issues. And I praise Allah that this difference, in my opinion, is not a difference in Aqidah but in some issues which maybe we can call, in the terminology of those who came later, subsidiary issues not fundamentals or the core of the matter. So if the scholars differ then it is not fitting that those people around them split due to the division of the scholars. Because the issue is as he said, if a judge passes judgment and makes ijtihad and he is right then he will have 2 rewards. And if he makes a mistake he will have 1. So we advise these scholars or callers who have differed not to discriminate, be prejudiced against each other, and to deal with each based upon his saying, beware of suspicion, for truly, suspicion is the most false of speech. So if some person, let's say he's called Zaid, makes a mistake, then it is upon us to clarify his mistake to him in the best manner and not the worst, and all of those who differ should tread this path, because we all claim that we are Salafis, i.e., that we follow the guidance, manhaj and behavior the Salaf as Salih were upon. And we know that they did differ in many issues, but this difference of opinion was never a cause for them to split or for them to treat each other as enemies. There are some statements which have been authentically reported from some of the Salaf as Salih which if today someone were to mistakenly adopt because it has no angle from which it is correct, a great furore would arise against him, but such a huge furore did not arise against that companion who, in a certain opinion or ruling, parted with an anomalous stance from the ruling which the other companions had adopted. Umar ibn al-Khattab, may Allah the Most High be pleased with him, used to prohibit performing the tamattu type of Hajj, and after him Uthman ibn Affan, may Allah be pleased with him, followed him in this prohibition. When Uthman performed Hajj during his caliphate, he also prohibited the pilgrims from performing the tamattu type of Hajj. So Ali ibn Abi Talib, may Allah the Most High be pleased with him, stood in his face, an individual from the Ummah, and he would be the Khalifa after him. He stood in his face and said to him, "Why do you prohibit something which we did in the time of Allah's Messenger?" And then he announced the talbiyah for the tamattu type of Hajj, "Here I am, O Allah, performing Umrah with Hajj." That person, i.e., Uthman, was prohibiting performing the Umrah with Hajj called Hajj tamattu, and this person, i.e., Ali ibn Abi Talib, is declaring his intention to do it in his face, saying that the Sunnah is like this despite that the people did not split around them. On the contrary, they continued to respect each one's opinion, and they, i.e., the people, may have leaned towards the Khalifa's opinion more than the other because he was the Khalifa of the Muslims, etc. But why did the people not split? Because when a dispute breaks out between the scholars, it is fitting that it remains confined to them and that the dispute's infection is not transmitted to the population, because the people do not have the composure, the impregnability in the mind to prevent them from going to extremes in the dispute. Similarly, Uthman ibn Affan used to hold the opinion that if a man has intercourse with his wife but does not emit any semen, then it is enough for him to perform wudu instead of ghusl. Although this contradicts the authentic, clear hadith, when the circumcised part meets the circumcised part, ghusl becomes obligatory whether there is ejaculation or not. Despite this, no fitna and no discord occurred between him and, for example, Aisha, who is the one who narrated the hadith opposing Uthman's statement, may Allah be pleased with him. There are many examples, and even stranger than all of this, and the intent here is just to give an example and to bring what I am trying to convey closer, is that Umar al-Khattab used to forbid the traveler who could not find any water from performing tayammum, saying that he should carry on as he is without praying until he comes across some water, even though the ayah is clear in its apparent meaning, and find no water, then seek clean earth, Nisa 4:43. And it reached Umar ibn al-Khattab that Abu Musa al-Ash'ari used to give a verdict based upon the apparent meaning of the ayah, that when a traveler does not find water he performs tayammum. So Umar sent for him and said, "It has reached me that you say such and such." He said, "Yes, O chief of the believers. Don't you remember that we were on a journey and we became junub, i.e., entered a state of ritual impurity, and so you and I rolled about in the dust, and then when we came to the Prophet and told him the news, he said, 'It would have been enough for you to strike the earth with your palms one time and wipe over your face and hands.'" Okay, so he said, "Don't you remember that the Prophet said, 'It would have been enough for you to strike the earth with your palms one time and wipe over your face and hands?" He replied, "I don't remember." So Abu Musa al-Ash'ari said, "Shall I cease giving the fatwa?" Umar said, "No, we leave you to that which you have chosen, i.e., as they say today, it's under your responsibility, under your guarantee, since I don't remember this story." He, i.e., Umar ibn al-Khattab too, was a man. You are not the only one who forgets. Here is the chief of the believers who forgot. Questioner: what was Umar's proof? What was Umar's proof that when a person is on a journey and doesn't find water he should wait and not pray until he does so? Al-Albani: his proof was the basis, foundation, LASL, the basis in the ruling is water. Questioner: the basis. Al-Albani: the basis is water. The important thing is that this dispute and many other such disputes were not the cause for the splitting of the Muslim nation, because knowledge takes its course and the Ummah stays behind its scholars. Whoever is content with this opinion, then he is upon guidance, and whoever is content with that opinion is upon guidance. We make a statement regarding this which should be penned down and spread, and which is just as when a judge passes judgment and makes ijtihad and he is right, then he will have 2 rewards. And if he makes a mistake he will have 1, then likewise the one who follows a mujtahid comes under the ruling which applies to the mujtahid, i.e., someone who follows a correct opinion. The mujtahid imam was correct in a ruling he made, and so he has 2 rewards, so this person who followed him in this correct judgment is also rewarded twice. Of course the extent of the reward differs, but still he gets 2 rewards. The other person who follows another imam who was mistaken, then such an imam is rewarded once, and likewise is the one following him. So when a dispute between the scholars occurs, it is not fitting, firstly, that it should be taken as a cause for splitting amongst them, i.e., amongst the scholars themselves, and secondly, it is not fitting that it should be a cause for a split amongst the people, because they are all rewarded, whether he is right or wrong. This is how our Salaf as-Salih were, and we think that we are treading upon their manhaj and their way. Rather, I say with profound regret that many of us make this claim and do implement it to a large extent, but have deviated in some of its implementation to a very dangerous extent, and here are its effects manifesting themselves now and in a people who we used to think would be an example for others in collecting and bringing them together upon adherence to the way of the Salaf as-Salih, following the book and the Sunnah upon the methodology of the Salaf as-Salih. With regret, some disunity has occurred, and thus just as we advise the very people who have differed from amongst the scholars or the students of knowledge not to be enemies one to another, but rather to love each other and to make excuses for each other whilst sticking to reminding and advising each other with that which is best. Then in the same way we advise those of the Ummah with all their differing levels who are not scholars or students of knowledge but are from the general mass of Muslims, also not to be influenced by such differences which they see occurring between the scholars. Because in the noble Quran we read that separation in the religion is not from the makeup of the Muslims but rather is a characteristic of the polytheists, and be not of the polytheists, of those who split up their religion and became sects, each sect rejoicing in that which is with it. Rum 30, 31-32. Click here for the final post. Loading. Related. Al-Albani asked about Maududi and Salman and his advice to the youth. 1. December 30, 2011. Studying with the People of Innovation. April 29, 2012. Worshipping personalities, fanaticism towards or against a particular personality, turning away from knowledge and memorizing the Quran and becoming known for saying, this person is an innovator, this person is misguided, this person has such and such an issue, this one has this and that, and this one praises the people of innovation, and this one says such and such.